So it is almost impossible to go through a typical day without being bombarded with advertising. Such natural behavior is natural feature of monopolistically competitive firm, because they need to put the idea on customer mind that we are introducing a new product. Maybe the product is the same. So we are having a new beauty soap with almond, with strawberry extract, with honey, with aloe vera, right? So this kind of stuff. So they need advertising. So when firms sell differentiated products and charge prices above marginal cost, so then it means selling more gonna increasing their profit. So each firm has an incentive to sell more, to get more profit. It means each firm has incentive to advertise as well, to attract more customer. More customer mean more profit, right? So do you think that advertising industry is small? No. A firm that sell high differentiated products spend between 10 to 20% of their revenue on advertising, which is huge. The firms that sell industrial products like satellites, manufacturing, they spend little. And why? Because their target audience is very small, plus they don't need to advertise. The product speaks itself. So those who are having a homogeneous product, they spend more. Sorry, they spend nothing. Sorry. So farmers, they don't have advertising. Why? Because wheat is wheat, or rice is rice. Only they can advertise is about their market. Okay, we are holding a market on downtown, so please come and buy. And they don't advertise, okay, my wheat is best, because wheat is wheat. So if you talk about that advertising is small, no, this is $240 billion a year market. Now, this research is for 2003. Now this is 2021. It's going to be crossing like maybe a close to $1 trillion. Right? It's not a small industry, it's a huge industry. So right now, we are living in an era of monopolistically competitive firm, in which products are a little bit different from others. So there is a debate over advertising. Some says it is good, some says it is bad. Those who say it is bad, they say that this is the wastage of resources. Why? Because they say that competition they say that our goods are different, but they rarely are. They truly are different. There is no difference in the product. Product is the same, just they change the shape, they change the color, and that's it. So those who defend the advertising, they say that whatsoever advertising provide information to the customer, right? So they also argue that advertising increases competition. If one companies they do advertising, the other company also do their advertising, and what happened in the advertising? They mention their price range, right? And in order to be more competitive, so there's going to be a price war. And who is going to be benefited from this price war? Of course, buyer. So that there is a defendant and there is the opponents of the advertising as well, right? So one of the opponents or critics of advertising is also that the advertising, in order to manipulate the people's taste, they manipulate the people's taste, right? There is no need to wear, for example, skirt in winter, but due to this fashion and advertising, but still the girls in Shanghai, even in the in winter, they are wearing skirts, mini skirts, right? So they argue that advertising sometimes manipulate people's taste as well, right? For example, showing cigarette, a young teen boy is having cigarette. We know that cigarette is not good for health, but by the looks, they show us that he's a macho man. If he smoke, he can save the world, or he can save that girl, and he can save the day whatsoever, right? So they are manipulating people's taste, right? So there's a very nice case study to the price of eyeglasses. So you can just, it's page 382 of your book. So you can read that. It's a good case study to understand the debate over advertising. Now, whatsoever is the case, advertising is a signal of quality. How? It's because we know that advertising is so expensive. If the seller is not confident about his product, he won't spend too much money on advertising, right? So the willingness of a firm to spend advertising dollar can be a signal to the customer about the quality of the product. But what's the most surprising thing is that the content of the advertising is different. We know that this advertisement is very expensive. Even then, the advertisement, sometimes the content is irrelevant. For example, a female model in men's beard shaving ads. So you see that there's a Gillette, blades over there. A man is having a shave, and there's a very nice woman behind that. What's the role of this female? Or for example, if you have some beverages, uh, advertisement, you see that they drink that beverage and they're saving the nation. That they're saving a bomb blast, or they are skiing on lava, right? They are jumping crazily. They are becoming superhuman. So content must, the surprising thing is that even we know that advertising is a signal of quality, but sometimes the content of the advertising is not relevant. But still, we know that ads are expensive, and if the company is spending so much money on advertisement, so the product must be better quality, right? And when you have an advertisement, the natural stuff for the company is to have a brand name, because advertising and brand name are closely related. The critics of the brand name, they say that brand names cause customers perceive differences that do not really exist. There are two chocolates. One is made by the Nestle and one is made by the local company. Both taste the same, or the recipe is the same. But people prefer that, okay, I want to have Nestle's chocolate, that's it. Because in your mind, you see that Nestle have a history, more than 150 years old, and it must be of high quality rather than the local, manufacturer of the chocolate. So economists have argued that brand names may be a useful way for the consumer to ensure that goods they are buying are of high quality. Like I told you, if you are given the choices to choose between two, the Nestle chocolate or the locally produced chocolate, definitely you will choose the Nestle. Why? Because the brand name have some history associated with that, and we know that the Nestle have a history of good food stuff, and they have history to maintain their good repo as well. So that's why I will choose the Nestle, because the brand name provide information about the quality, plus they are giving incentive to maintain high quality. We also know that the chocolate we are eating now, it will taste exactly after 10 days or after 15 days or after a year if you buy the same product, rather than if you buy from locally manufactured product. Why? Because whenever there is a brand name, there is commitment as well, and commitment to quality will be there. So good companies, they don't compromise on their quality. They can increase the prices or reduce the prices, but they don't compromise on the quality. The local manufacturing company, they can, because they don't have history, they have a less history, plus they are for the biggest motive is the profit, so they can compromise of their quality as well. And there are numerous examples around you as well. So that's all for our monopolistically competitive firm. So this basically table provides you a snapshot of all the comparisons uh, of three market structure: perfect competition, monopolistically competitive firm, and monopoly, right? So perfect competition, profit maximizing at MC is equal to MR, yes. Monopoly and monopolistic competition as well. You see that the monopolistically competitive firm is in the middle of monopoly and perfect competition. So in short run, everybody enjoy profits. So price taker, only perfect competition the seller is called price taker. These are called the monopolistically competitive firm, and monopoly they are called price maker. The price is equal to MC in perfect competition. In monopolistically competitive firm, price is greater than MC, and also in monopoly, price is greater than MC. So for the society, perfect competition is good. Monopolistically competitive firm and monopoly, they are not good for the society. Why? Because they are not producing enough. So problem is not earning profit. Problem is that they are not producing enough for the society. So number of firms in competition many, monopolistically competitive firm many firms, and in monopoly there is only one firm. The long run analysis is that, so there is entry in long run, yes. In monopolistically competitive firm, yes, because there is no barrier for entry and exit. In long run, there is a barrier for another firm to enter in monopoly. So can firm earn economic profit in long run? Perfect competition, no. Monopolistically competitive firm, also no. But in monopoly, yes, because they charge a price above their marginal cost and they maintain their price above MC and ATC. So that's why, because there's a barrier to entry, they continue to charge higher prices. Right, guys? Any question? Guys?
No.
No questions.
No.
No question.
So I would be uploading assignment 5. That would be for, I think, for Monopoly. And the due date is next week. Okay? So if you have any question, this is the right time to ask. If you cannot ask right now, you can also drop a message on our WeChat group, and I would be happy to answer over there. Okay, no more questions, then we may end our class.
Thank you, sir.